Hey class, this is Professor Lee, and want to say welcome to our Math 0405 class. And just want to give you a quick overview of how I have things organized within Canvas. We still have a little bit of time before we meet face to face, but I thought it'd be good to give you all an overview of, of how I have things organized in here. And I'm still working on it, by the way. I'm not done yet. Okay, so when you log into Canvas, and then you come into the place where you have all your classes listed. You'll see different tiles like I have here, and you'll look for our class. Let's see, let me pick this one, Math 0405.304, or it could be this math class, whichever one is the class you're registered for. What you want to do is left click the tile, left click, and then this window opens up. But now let me switch my view because I need to see this in student view. So left click here. Okay. You won't have to do that. I have to do it so that I can see this as if I were a student. Okay. Oh yeah, one quick thing. If you're new to Canvas, I think this will be really good for you. So you can see how it works, how to maneuver through it, how to see your calendar, to see when homework is due, to see what homework is due. Um, and if you are a returning student, and if you've used Canvas before, then you'll be used to a lot of this. But anyway, I'm going to assume that we're all starting from the beginning, and that's fine. On the left-hand side of your screen here, you've got dashboard, your courses, and then your calendar. So let me start here. I'm going to left click calendar. And the calendar is one of your biggest friends for my class because it's the best way to stay aware of uh, when your homework is due and what homework is due. So today is August 13th. So if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see, for example, on August 28th, these are the homework assignments that are due. And if you want to read more about each homework assignment, you can bring your cursor down here, hover over it, this number one, place value and rounding, and then left mouse click. And now this window opens up. And now if you wanted to actually access the homework, you could left click here. And now this will open up and begin to take you into Knewton Alta. Because remember, for our class, we do not have a textbook. So you don't have a textbook to buy. But you do want to have access to Knewton, which you can purchase by hitting this button. And I'll go through all this stuff later. Or you can even go to the bookstore and you can purchase access to Knewton from there. But I don't want to get into that just yet. Let's go back to the calendar because again, the calendar is your best friend to keep you in the know about what is due. For example, on the 28th of August, you've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homework assignments due. And I'm still adding information to this. So this looks kind of bare right now, but as you see, I click over into September, you can see that these are all your different homework assignments that are due. Like for the 4th, you got these homework assignments and you've got a quiz. And to access that quiz, since we're here at it, you would left click, then left click again, and then you go to assignments, left click assignments, and we want to look at the folder that has upcoming assignments, left click to expand that. And now these are the same homework assignments that are listed on your calendar. They're listed here. You will come down here to quiz number 1, left click, and it tells you that quiz number 1 is due September 4th by 11:59 p.m., worth 100 points. But anyway, once we're in class, we'll go through more detail, but just wanted to show you just how important the calendar is in terms of keeping you organized about knowing what is due and when something is due. Now let me click leave student view so we can get back to, okay, clicking dashboard, going back to my tile here, left click, get back into, here we go. And now let me get back to my student view. It won't be this complicated for you all. You don't have to toggle back and forth like I'm doing. Once you're logged in, you're logged in. Okay, so back to where we were about 3 minutes ago. Okay. We clicked on calendar and we went to the calendar to see what's due, when it was due, and how you can access your homework. Another way to keep track of what is due is by looking at the right-hand side of your screen here. See the words to do as I try to highlight it. This is another way to see what homework is due and also when it is due. So again, you've got the place value and rounding homework, adding and subtracting whole numbers, multiply whole numbers, divisibility rules, and you can access your homework from here. So I can left click here, just like we did from the calendar, and this takes you inside of Knewton for you to begin your homework assignment. I just want to emphasize 2 ways to know what is due and when it's due. Use calendar and also your to do. Okay, let's go over here. You've got your home button. Let's see, under home, at the very top, I've put a folder that's going to contain all of our class lecture notes. And I'll tell you each week which ones you need to print down and bring to class, because this is what we're going to go through in class. The way my class is organized is we do lecture notes, and I have a copy. You all have the same copy of lecture notes. We go through everything together, work out problems. You ask questions, I answer them. And once we go through lecture notes, take a break, and then we'll come back and actually start working on your homework assignments in Knewton. That way, while you're in class, you can start your homework and maybe even finish it. It gives you a chance to ask me questions. You can ask somebody sitting next to you. You all can work together. You do whatever you need to do to help make sure you understand what you're doing and get things completed. Because once you leave the classroom, it might be hard to know when you'll be able to get back into Knewton to do your homework. So taking advantage of the time in class is going to be really important. And so each week I'm going to have uh, new notes imported in here, and then I'll let you know which ones you need to print out and bring to class. Okay, overview. You've got welcome page, instructor communication, information, course information, Knewton Alta, different things for you to click. And for example, if I click on welcome page, it takes you here and just gives you information to read through. Now these are things you don't have to read through all at one time. I just want to show you what's here, and then you can go back and look at it at your own pace. Okay, so let's close that, go to the next folder. It's called Using Canvas, Instruction for Students, a whole bunch of information. Again, you can left click on each of these links and read through, find out all these different things about Canvas. Institutional information, things about Collin College that you probably need to take your time and read through. We've got Knewton Alta student resources. Since we're all new to Newton, this wouldn't be bad to go through and take some time and read through each of these. The Review Center, this is something that's going to be a huge help because this will be a place for you to go to prepare for all your quizzes and exams. So basically, when you're in Newton and you're doing your homework, and as you complete homework assignments, this review center will be automatically populated with problems for you to review before you take a quiz or an exam. You'll left click here. See, this will pop up right. It says load in a new window, left click. Now, how will it show up for me? Okay, so this is kind of what you all should see. Quiz number 1, and this is a review for it. Click review, and these are all the different topics that are going to be covered in quiz 1. And then you'll have examples, example problems to work through to help you prepare for quiz 1. And that's a good thing. That's definitely good. So let's get out of here. Backspace, backspace. So this review center will be very important to help you get prepared for quizzes and exams. Okay, the next module. This is where your homework modules are located. So you have one called whole numbers and operations, integers, real numbers and factors, fractions, real number properties, the exam 1, mandatory advisory lab. This is taking the time to go and talk to a college advisor to make sure you're taking the right classes. And we'll talk more about this stuff in class. Okay. For other modules, we're going to cover fractions, decimals, percents, linear equations, all the way down to I think this is the last one, graphing. No, that's the worksheets. Let's go back up. Intro to statistics and probability. And you say, wow, what does the 81 mean? That's the number of homework assignments. Yes, it's 81 homework assignments. Is that a lie? Yeah. But you know what? You can do it. So don't let the number deter you from thinking that you can't do it. I believe you can. I know you can. And yes, there are 11 quizzes. Um, but I do my best to give you time in class to work on your homework, to ask questions, to get prepared. Um, so don't let the amount of work scare you, because anything worth having is worth putting the time in to accomplish it. And just in case if that's not enough work for you to do, we do have worksheets on a whole lot of different topics. So that's how that's organized. Let's go back to the first module so you can get a better sense of how the homework uh, is handled. Okay, so our first module is going to be whole number operations. Okay, so the way this is laid out is your first homework assignment is called place value and rounding. Same thing that was listed on your to-do over here, and the same thing that was listed on the calendar. Okay. Now, above this homework assignment, you have place value and rounding resources, which means if I click here, let's take a look at what you have available to help you with your homework. So you've got a place value video and you have rounding whole numbers video. Now, do you have to use all these assignments,
Find
all these resources? No. You can go in and start doing the homework right away if you want to. And if you find yourself getting stuck or you need some help, then you can go back and take a look at the resources here. So now let me go back. Because suppose you're ready to just start your homework assignment. Okay, well, what do? You go to the module, in this case, whole number operations. We're going to click on the first homework assignment. And I know it's a homework assignment because it has a due date here and it has a number of points. In this case, the due date is August 28th. Okay, you would left click. Now, the first time you go into Knewton, you're going to see this. And to get started, we're going to click on purchase, left click purchase. And now you want to choose the middle option, the single term access option, the $39.95 option. Now, suppose you don't have the money right now, or suppose you're waiting for your financial aid to come through, then there is a way to get 14 days access to Knewton. And you do that by clicking on Get Courtesy Access. So left mouse click, you read through here, and then you would check this box, and then you would click Start Now. And this will take you into Knewton, and you can begin doing the homework. Okay, but suppose you do have the money and you want to make your purchase, so you would just click Select Plan for, again, the $39.95. And you will follow the instructions here, proceed to checkout, enter in your payment information. And once all that is done, it's going to take you inside of Knewton. Let me show you what that's going to look like. So let me come out of the student view. Let me go into the preview. So once you're in Knewton, you're going to have a question. Here it says write 523 as a whole number using digits. Provide your answer below. So you want to type your answer in here. So I left clicked. And so it says write the number 523 as a whole number using digits. So I would type in 5, 2, 3. And I'm just using the keypad on my laptop here. Or I could type it in here. Do 5, 2, 3. And then scroll down here and hit submit. And then in Knewton, when you get it correct, it'll say, hooray, you got it correct. And then they offer an explanation. And each problem is done this way. You read the question, you answer, you submit your answer. If you get it wrong, they'll give you another chance to get it correct. And if you continue to get stuck, then you can use what's called a more instruction. For example, the next question says round this number to the nearest hundred. Well, suppose you're not quite sure about place value. Well, you can't click the instructor cheat button because that button won't exist. But there is a more instruction button. You can left click here and click view instruction. And they have a video here that you can watch that walks you through about rounding numbers and how to round numbers. Sometimes it's a video, sometimes it's an example, a written out example, it's text that you can read through. Again, just resources to help you as you're working through your homework assignments. Let's go back. And so this is basically how Knewton is going to work. Once you log in, you have a question, you read it, you enter your answer. If you get it right, it says, hooray, you got it right. Next question. If you have trouble, you can always hit the more instruction. Okay. And again, we'll go through this in class the first day. Just want to give you an overview here. Okay, let's go back to student view. And we were in modules, and we were down here for whole number operations. And you can see for the first week, we have 5 homework assignments. And then for the second week, we'll be doing integers, real numbers, and factors. where we have absolute value, adding integers, subtracting integers, multiplying, dividing. And again, you've got homework assignments. Homework assignments always have a date underneath them. And above each homework assignment, you always have resources available to help you out. Okay, what else do I need to go through? Let's see, oh, let's go back up here to, yeah, assignments. We clicked on discussions. That's a place for you all to have online discussions. In particular, after you finish and I think a quiz and an exam, you can go online and answer questions, and that will help promote some communication amongst you all. And again, we'll go through that in more detail in class. Just want to let you know what's here. When you want to check your grades, left click the grades button, and you can see not only grades in my class, but your other classes too. If you left click on announcements, and I've begun to put a bunch of announcements here. So my Zoom link, if you ever need help, one-on-one help with me, and if you can't make it to class, then we can always have a Zoom call and I can help you out. So I'll put a bunch of announcements here, including charts like this place value chart. I've created my own reviews for all the quizzes. So not only do you have the review center, but you've got these quizzes that have questions and answers. So if I were to open up this review for quiz 1, left click here, then this document opens up and it says updated review. And here's the question: find the prime factorization of 12 using a factor tree. I give you the answer, and then here's my explanation. And I do my best to be thorough to make sure it's clear, but if it's not clear, you can always ask questions when we're in class, after class. Um, I also am part of the tutoring program at Collin College, so you can always come there and get help too. So just so that you know. Okay, so let's get out of here by hitting the back button. Announcements. Oh yeah, announcements. Oh, right. So I was going through what's under the announcements so far. There may be more here. So reviews for the quizzes, review for all the exams. So scroll down. Um, watch this Professor Lee video. Oh wow, I need to take that out. That's from an old class. Okay. Articles to help with stuff like procrastination, which is something we all struggle with from time to time. But I do my best to offer things to help out. If you know you're going to take a statistics class in the future, I've put a bunch of stuff here that can help you out. And again, we'll go through that in more detail later. Let's go back up here to concourse syllabus. This is the class syllabus. So let's left click here. I think I have to get out of student view. I do. So I have to leave student view and now click on concourse syllabus. The syllabus is what guides everything that we do, all the policies, and take a real quick look through here. Our meeting times, course description, my contact information, resources I've provided for our class, supplies, again, no textbook needed because we use Knewton. Bring your pencil, paper. You can bring a computer or laptop. Now, we're in a computer lab. We're in room C112. Should be listed up here. Wow, it says C115. Okay. And that room does have computers in there. So if you don't have a laptop, that's okay. You'll be able to use the desktops in there. Other resources, oh, supplies. Okay. Keep scrolling down. Course policy, attendance. On the first day, when you arrive, I'll have a piece of paper and a pen. You come in, you write your name and write down the email address that you check the most often. Okay. Then my spiel on class participation. If you miss a quiz or test, no big deal. The biggest thing is just to let me know. Send me an email as soon as you can to let me know that you're going to miss it. Here's my email address, martinlee@collin.edu, and we'll set up a way for you to make up the quiz. Okay. Grading system, our course calendar. This is a good way for you to keep track of, okay, for week 1, this is the module that we're going to be working in, whole number operations. And then beneath here is a list of all the Knewton homework assignments. I did my best to keep the numbering here the same as the numbering of the homework assignments that appear on the calendar and on the to-do list. So here in one shot, you can see, okay, week 1, here's the module that we're going to be working on, and here are my homework assignments. And then you can access your homework by going to the to-do and clicking the link, or going to the module itself and clicking the link, or even going to your calendar and clicking the link. So here's a real quick outline of what we're going to be covering all 16 weeks, all the way down to your final exam. Real quick, anything else here that stands out that I want to mention right now? Let's see. Additional items. Oh yeah, the Collin College's COVID information. You want to take a look at that. Basically, if you're not feeling well, don't come to campus. Whether it's COVID related or not, if you don't feel well, just send me an email and let me know. And since you know that everything that I do in class is available online, even if you're not in class, you'll still be able to do your work and stay caught up. Or you may have a change in your work schedule. Um, as long as you're getting your homework done, and I'm able to see your Knewton work and how you're progressing, as long as I can see what you're doing and that you're getting your work done, um, that's all I'm concerned about. Yeah. A typical day in my class, what does it look like? You come in, sign your name, and then we all do the lecture together. And then you have time to begin doing your homework in class, asking me questions, ask your classmates questions, and then what I call my tips for success. And I'll leave that for you to read through. College has what's called Cougar alerts. So if the college is closed down for any reason, you can left click here and sign up to receive a notification, either a text message or an email, or something happens where there's weather related or it's the campus is closed down. You want to know, um, so that you don't drive up to the McKinney campus for nothing. Anything else? No, that is just about it. Let's go back to the home page. All right, class. So that's it. I hope this has not gone too long. I can't see how long this has been going, but hopefully this overview has been good. It gives you the big picture of what to expect from me as your professor. I want to do my best to make sure you understand what needs to be done, when it's due, the resources you have available to help you get things done, um, where your homework modules are located, how to access your Knewton homework from here by clicking here, by also clicking on the to do under your to do. It's under dashboard. Where's that to do? Okay, where's that to do list? Let's go back to here. I can't find it. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Hmm. Okay, I'll keep working on it. Maybe something I'm doing wrong. But anyway, all this was to help you get prepared for the first day. So you can see me, meet me, see how I have the class laid out, We'll know what is due. You'll know when it's due, how to access it, which I'll keep working on myself. Okay. All right. So thanks, class. If you got any questions, you can send me an email. And before our first day, I'm going to send out a couple of more emails. So be on the lookout for those and then reply back to let me know that you received it. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your day and I will talk to you later. All right. Take care.